All right, sorry about that little later than normal start time, guys. What's up? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a nice day. Thank you for the follow. I feel like I'm gonna butcher your name, my guy. Excellent, Excellent Mag, over on the Green app. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Unfortunately, that's not going to show up on my little thingy down here. For everybody on the Purple app, you do have an ad that's starting soon, assuming you guys are viewing it. So we will wait a little bit. While I shove my face with chicken cheddar rollers. No, I feel like this might need to be a little bit. Like somewhere right in here. You guys will see what I'm working on here in a second, since I do plan on working on some Photoshop stuff today. I do know at least one thing I technically need to bring over into here. Where is this? I wish I had a square. I wish I had a better square to mess with. I guess this might work for now. I have a feeling that I'll have to mess with one side of it shortly. Let's go T. Bring that in ever so slightly. That should be good. All right, everybody on Twitch, welcome back. I wasn't paying attention to the time, aka Purple app. I need to start learning how to say Purple app more than often than not. Anyways, again, welcome back. As you guys can see, I do have ads over on Purple app. Finally reached affiliate over there, so we now have ads and whatnot. If you guys don't want to deal with ads, there's always a subscribe button, or you can use your free Prime on that. But anyways, since everybody on Purple app is back, hopefully we got some viewers over there. I don't know how many viewers we got anywhere right now because I can't see everything, nor can I really see my viewership up above me up here. I think it still says 0, but it doesn't update as fast as I would like it to. You guys also see my mess of my fans from building my new PC. For those of you who haven't actually seen it yet, I can actually show you a picture shortly, but I'm gonna have to unplug my phone for it, and then I'll have to show it on camera through my phone. Or I can send it to my all right, Cuddy, if you watching, I will check that for you. I just seen your message. Where is my camera? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna move my mic. All right, now I'm gonna send this to my Discord real quick. Show you guys what that looks like through there. Unfortunately, I have to send it to my alt Discord account. Manage, please. Thank you very much. I mean, I could also try and send it to you, or not really send it to you guys to show you guys through the phone, but I don't know how well that's gonna go. Because sometimes it works out good and sometimes it comes out really blurry. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Something in my ear's going off. Where the heck is that coming from? Alright, so just in case to see if it'll show you guys or not. It might be, everything might be in the way and like too much glare and whatnot, but as I said, I'll show you guys through my Discord. I will show y'all through my Discord. Hopefully the everything's running smoothly. I want to check both purple app and green app. I don't know how many times I've seen messages like that, but yeah. That's gonna be super loud through my phone. Actually, doesn't look bad right now. Yesterday was, or not yesterday, but the day before that was like really horrible. So why isn't everything popping up? Do I have to reload everything? And Criulio, thank you for the follow over on the green app. That's the other app that I need to check on. Hopefully, I'm going to do a test message. Hopefully it should show up on my messaging thing. Okay, so it shows up there, but it doesn't show up here, which is unfortunate. How would I get it to show up here? Do I have to reload everything up here, or what? Okay, now it says connected. Show platform. Make sure everything is clicked on for that. For what I need to read. Hopefully it starts showing back up here so I can read everything. Otherwise, I'm going to bring up a messaging thing I don't want to bring up because, yeah. Oh, looks like Twitch's our purple app is lagging a little bit. It's unfortunate. try doing this real quick and see how bad it is over here. It's lagging over here too. That's not good. That's not good at all. Might have to set it on like 720. And for anybody viewing on Kick, try setting it on like 1080 or 720 instead of leaving it on auto. Let's try purple app. See how that's looking. Probably gonna be doing the same thing. Nope. At least not on the web. Oh, yeah, maybe it is on the web portion. Probably just me. Like other viewers might be viewing it just fine. So we shall see. And it seems like it's very, at least for me, very far behind. Alright, anyways, so what I am working on, we're gonna go to my alt camera here. We are working on a new little overlay for OBS, because I am going to mess with some OBS stuff. This is also probably going to work out for my current thing as well. And then for those of you watching on vertical, I can't really see you guys right now, so I'm sorry for that. And then also, because I did say that I would bring it up, that's my current PC, because my old one kind of took a dump on me, so this is what I currently have. The only non-new things in this build are my graphics card and then the bottom section of fans right here. I do have another set of these coming in for the bottom portion, and then the only thing left after that to really upgrade is the graphics card. Let me go ahead, we'll make that small, bring that more towards the middle. And then we'll kind of make it where it's like goes in line with everything else so you guys can see everything. And that should be good right there. All right, there we go. Now you guys should be able to see everything on horizontal format. What all do I have open? So I need to close a whole bunch of different things. I don't have OBS open at the moment. YouTube definitely has the best viewing experience right now. So what I am trying to work on is actually a little overlay for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes to make the viewing experience better, especially for vertical format. This can also be like a retro game screen where it has like the square to gameplay screen and whatnot. So I am, however, gonna do that. And we're gonna get rid of that. We get rid of that one. We'll Control T it. Make it tiny. Put it over here real quick. I just want to get a decent layout going for it. Bro, I am very tired of getting those over on Kick. Unfortunately, you guys are like, thank you for the follow though, my guy, but I don't like getting messages like that. I'm sorry. Now, Purple app, you guys are about to go back on ads in like a minute or so, unless it's just like a regular ad on the side of the screen. But yeah, let me pull back up my Photoshop. I feel like that's too small for a camera. The black one right here. It's basically going to be this screen, but in more of a squared format. If that makes any sense. Like a more retro style of this scene. And then like my chat would end up going like right here. My face cam would end up right here. The gameplay obviously right here. I know what I could technically do right now is we can redo this one. So I'm thinking, of course he would go live right now. Of course he would. So this one can go more towards the middle. I don't know if I need to fill the background for this. I guess one thing I could technically check. I don't think I have any over here. Would it be in... No, it's definitely not there. Not there. I might have deleted it. Car club stuff that I'm working on. Yeah, I might have just deleted it. Unless there is some in here. Yeah, I might need to, so it's a PNG. I might be able to get away with it actually then, so we'll see. We'll see if I can get away with this then. So we'll go to File, Save. Come on, damn it. We'll just call it Balloon Mask. I don't know where the hell that saved to. Son of a gun. And I feel like, okay, it's just, it was just the file name, I guess, for that. But we'll change this to PNG, so it'll save here, and then I'll save. Look, my guy, You were like the second person today for that, and I am sorry, not sorry for this. But your message is getting deleted. I hate it when people do that. We ain't about that in here. So let's actually go ahead. I don't think it'll work. You were like the third person to say that. You were like definite third person to say that. But thank you for the follow, Halioe over on the green app. That is like 4 green apps in a row. Alright, so this is what I'm technically working with right now. So what I would need to do, it's not going to show my camera because I'm using Meld as my thing right now. What I could do, got a couple images that I can mess with maybe. Plus your Discord definitely doesn't even match your name. Anyone in chat right now, it doesn't matter whether you're on red app, purple app, or green app, gonna be playing some Battlefield open beta. Tomorrow, that is. I don't even know how many of those I'm gonna have to delete today. I really don't. And that reminds me, Steam. I need to check for my cousin here. Battlefield 6. Okay, so I need to message my cousin real quick. Unless he's watching, I'm still gonna message him. We should be good to go there. Honestly, I might just I have to wait for tomorrow anyways, but see if it went in here. Right there. Right there. So I know what I'm going to delete already. I'm going to delete the one for my EA app one. Keep using that. So that could be for that. This would be, so technically both, I would need 2 clipping masks of this plus whatever I would need for the background. I'm actually going to open the game just so I can work with it inside. Of OBS. I think. I think it's that one. Yeah. That's more about where it is. Alright. So now we're going to go into OBS. Luckily, it's showing already. So what I will do here is I'm pretty sure it's this one. So I'm going to rename this real quick to just Swgoh, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do a different versions of this. And then I don't like the fact that it's doing that though. It doesn't look like it's doing it for you guys. Alright, so what I will have to do is transform. We're gonna crop. The crap out of it. This is gonna take forever too. So what I will do, however, is we'll do this, make it do that, and then we'll go back down here. I gotta move this out of my way real quick. And then I'm gonna enlarge this gameplay, like stretch it out after I crop it. Oh. Well then. Well then, so then I guess I'll do this, and we'll just do this and stretch it out as much as possible right now. It might be a little too much, but that might be perfect, honestly. And then we would need bro. If this is all that the green app is gonna be for all that, y'all can go F yourselves, just saying. You guys need to stop with that bullshit. I don't want to paste a duplicate, but wouldn't it technically be a duplicate? Because I don't want to. I don't want to add a filter to it and then it be. And then add it to the same one. Now, if I was to do this, I don't think that messed with the other one. Let me double check to see if they both have that filter. So yes, it does have the filter. So just turn the filter off on one of them maybe, or would it be for both? Okay, so that's not going to work out the way that I want it to. Son of a gun. Close that then. Where else is this coming from? Because that's the volume, so where else is the gameplay coming from? So let's go ahead and remove. Go back down here and remove. Then we'll go like this, turn this back on. Because I'm going to have to add a blur to that somehow. I don't think I can add a blur technically right now. I think I have to add like a... Yeah, no, I don't see a blur or anything here. There might be a thing I need to download for that. We'll see eventually, but I am, however, going to add another one for... Where is it? Game capture. We're going to call this one actual Swgoh gameplay. Honestly, it should just be my screen. Capture specific window, Galaxy of Heroes, boom. Let's see what happens if I do this. Okay, so that might not work the way that I want it to, but let's try and go ahead and get the filter going. Let's put that on alpha channel, browse real quick, do that, and close. I don't think that did what I wanted it to do. Let me make sure it didn't we might have to do it like this then. So let's remove the gameplays. And get rid of the blue stacks as well. We're definitely gonna get rid of Duan. I don't need that. We can get rid of that one too. How about display capture? And then get rid of this completely again. So display capture properties. Automatic. So that's gonna be like completely crazy right now for you guys. My bad. Purple app, you guys are about to hit up into another ad here in like a few seconds, so I'm gonna hold off a little bit. Honestly, I wonder if I could filter this or not. I'm gonna test it while we're waiting for the whatchamacallit here, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be alpha blend mask boom. So it does do it for that. That is good to know. It does do it for that. So now the bigger question is, so we have the display capture there. So let's go ahead and do another display capture. Let's leave it as display capture 2. Automatic. Okay, that might not work, but as long as it doesn't have the same filter, we should technically be good. And we should be good off of that. The only issue I'm seeing is it's not really capturing anything. So I might have to go like that. Alright, so we're good there. So now we can pull this down. I don't want to go that far down. Let's put it right there. Alright, so it looks like we got the cut part. So the hard part now is adding a blur, because I want the background to be blurred. And then I have to go and redo this for doing the same overlay as this in OBS as well. So that's kind of like what we're working on a little bit, because right now I'm currently using Meld Studio as my recording software, but I might go back to OBS for a little bit until Meld fixes a few things. Which is like the main reason why I'm looking at this. I just don't like how it like keeps cutting in and out. Let's see here. What I could do technically. So there's no real way to add a blur. Is there even an actual blur plugin for OBS? I might have to go watch a nutty video to see if this is the one that it is. I definitely want the Gaussian blur. That's for damn sure. The Pixel one, hell no. This is something I might have to check off camera. Honestly. Windows. Windows installer. I think I'm gonna do that one. OBS composite blur. We'll save it there. Because I do believe my OBS is on that. And then I'm pretty sure I have to close and restart OBS. I need to find a way for it to get rid of all this stuff because I don't have none of that anymore. Alright, so let's go to display capture to filters, add composite blur, Gaussian. I want it to be pretty blurry actually. Let's go. It should be decent enough because then that shows the rest of this kind of like perfect. Although I have a feeling I need to actually enlarge that a little bit more. So we'll go back to Photoshop. We'll Control T it. We'll go all the way up to the top here. And then all the way to the bottom here. And then, okay, so we need to go up ever so slightly. Should be good, and we'll resave. We'll resave that as a blend mask again, just redo it. Hopefully, I doubt it will. Okay, so that definitely made things a little bit better. And then we'll go to display capture so I can move this around. I can honestly play around with it a little bit more. Now what I could do is I can go back to my Photoshop here. We can do this so I can add these. I feel like the radius on these need to be a lot. I might have to do an extra round. So let's start a new one here. Let's go back here. And let's... Because I'm pretty sure that is what I'm looking for right there is exactly what I'm looking for. So now the hard part would be to shrink it because the corner radiuses wouldn't be perfect at that point. But what I will do, just so I can put this in and kind of use it as a reference for where I place things, we will call this blend mask 1, although I'm probably not going to use it as a blend mask. It's more so just to make sure I know where I'm placing things. And then we can scroll this down to about, let's put it above the other one, just so I know what I'm working with here. So that should be good right there. honestly, that is almost spot on. And then the camera would end up going here, meaning the face cam, if it was viewable, yeah, no, if the face cam was viewable, I'm pretty sure I do have one here, but we're gonna put the alpha channel real quick, and we'll do this one, and boom, and close it real quick, because I'm pretty sure that it would end up going down here after I shrink everything. Just unfortunate that I can't view the thing right now, but there is this, so that's pretty good. And then if I go to this one, which has my chat overlay, let me see what the transform is. So 10 by pretty much 60. Let me write this down real quick somewheres. Can I write you down anywheres? I don't have a piece of paper. Son of a bitch. Son of a gun. So I'm gonna go. It's gonna be very hard to do, so let's close this real quick. What was the properties? So I would have to basically do something like this. 457 by 659, and we'll go back to this one. Let's go over here. So this is pretty much all perfect. Let's go ahead and copy the URL here, because I might have to mess with this one a little bit. This one does have a chat overlay on it already, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to change it. And this one will... I don't remember what I needed for the thing, but I do know that it needs to be like right about here, most likely. So what I will do again is I will bring up this. This needs to go down to about there. One thing I will do is I'm gonna go to just chatting here real quick, because we are gonna get rid of this big ass message. That way you guys don't have to see me keep going to kick, because we are going to delete that, because we don't like it when people message the big stuff like that, because to me that's just retarded. What was I looking for? I remember what I was looking for. I don't think it's streaming stuff. Is it MISC? No, it's not MISC. That's for Suno. Where's my regular one? Where is the regular one? Of course I would. Of course I would. Font size scaling, here we go. I need to scroll all the way back up to find what I was looking for. So 29. And then I will recopy this. You guys can see my chat GPT for a little bit. So scroll back up. I don't know why you trying to play open beta when it's on the freaking 7th, my guy. I mean, if it is available, I might play it a little bit tonight, actually. So what I will do here is we will do this. Control V. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's still going to show small. But I'm going to look at the transformation. So it's not showing me a different size than these. So what I will test, which you guys will unfortunately have to see me do this, just because I want to see if it'll work. And go back to OBS. Okay, so that's a lot of big. That is a lot of big. Oh my Jesus, that is a lot of big. So if I go to just chatting here and go to face cam chat here, I don't remember what size was here. Edit transformation. Close. What about properties? 672 is the width on that. And height. What was the font on this? It should be 29. Oh, I thought I was 20 for a second. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. Line spacing is 1.2. That's good. So it is 29. So that's good as well. So I might just get rid of the 0.33 that was on here and do a 29. Copy this URL. Then we'll go back to this one. Honestly, we might need it smaller than that. I don't know why I did 29. We might need it smaller than that, and I don't want it to show everything. So I want it to show platform, I don't want it to show avatar. I don't want it to show timestamps. So I'll recopy that. Actually, let me go back to ChatGPT here because I know it's like just barely above. Just barely above 21. So 21.33. That what we're working with? 21.33. Alright, so let's put that in over here and recopy this. 21.33. Recopy this. Then we'll go properties. Let's redo this real quick. And control V that bitch. Hit OK. And then, you know what? What can I test here? What can I test here? Do I want to go back to, we'll go back to green app. And then we will hit testing again because I just want to see if it works. So I am playing around with my chat real quick. That is almost perfect. And it's actually almost perfect for that. Fortunately, you guys can't really see it on well, you guys can see it through the OBS, but you guys can't see it on the actual thing because this one doesn't have chat on it for this scene. And then I'm gonna come back over here and redo the show avatar, show timestamps, because that's how I read my chat currently. Just because it helps a lot better, and it's not as slow as the other ones are. The other ones tend to be very slow for some reason. Let's so I'm actually gonna rename this to retro gaming scene in all capitals. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of want to add a drop shadow. Around the thingy here. So that means if I go to this, I can't really view it, but what I'll do is I'll move it to my other screen real quick to take a quick gander. Bruh. I would still need to cut it a little bit. I mean, it's not bad, but I would still need to cut some things off. What is the dimension of that then? I would need to see the dimensions of that to see if I can find something close enough to it. Where is Photoshop? Does it? Can you actually figure out the... Is this one right? This one right here? Yeah. Is there a way to... Will it tell me in the transform? Will it tell me in the free transform? No, of course not. How would you view that? That's in inches, though. What is that? 5.82. All right. We're going to have to ask ChatGPT a couple questions because I'm not going to try and figure this out myself. 5.82 inches, 2 pixels. See if it'll understand what I'm trying to say. So the DPI is 320. $1,000, so 1862. Do they even have that? Out of curiosity. Or does it just go straight up to 19s? How about 1440 by 1080? Ooh, that got a wee bit closer. That got just a wee bit closer to what it should have been. So we'll go back real quick. So that means I would have had... So it still needs a bit more. Unfortunately, I don't think it has it. Let's try that. That didn't move too much. That's 1920, 112. That's a little bit. Let's see what it looks like when I exit out of everything here. So that cuts off. And it messes with the other display capture slightly. But it cuts off majority of the sides over here. So like you guys are like you guys can you can't see it except for what's on my screen currently. But like in OBS, we're missing all of these, but it's blurred. Like if I was to do this real quick, I can show you guys what I'm talking about here. This is what it looks like over there. Make this bigger. That's like you guys can see the, and it's messing with like the back part of it as well. Unfortunately, I don't think they have necessarily what I'm looking for. I'd try this one. Okay, I got slightly closer. What the hell is this one? 1920 by 1440. Ooh. That still cuts off the... That still cuts off a good amount. But... Display capture 2 is the main issue right now, because obviously I would want that. At the same time, we would need to make it bigger. Get it more in the middle. See, too bad it doesn't have snapping like Meld does. That's one thing I wish OBS had, is snapping. Just know that the I'll bring this back over, but it's gonna get rid of everything. Come on, come on. Thank you. All right, so that's actually Meld Studio, so that's what you guys are seeing. I want this one. Meld Studio can go back over. Meld Studio can head its butt back over. Alright, but as I was saying, the only issue I currently have is that's not doing exactly what I wanted, because it says 5.82 inches over here and 4.35 inches. There's gotta be a way to view it differently. Like, there has to be a way. That's definitely like, it's almost 6 inches, so that's, I guess that's correct for the width. Getting this to be how you want it is pretty freaking hard. How would I do this though? I mean, it kind of almost set it up here so when you control T, but it only shows width 100%, height 100%. Like, what would happen if I hit? So that does nothing then. 1604 by 7. That's the X and Y position. I don't know if that's really got anything to do with it. 1604 and 715. And if we go back here, (16 by 900) is basically a because where I normally play it is right here at 2560 by 1440, but that's for when I use this version of the overlay. The other thing I don't like about meld is, like, you guys can see the yellow lines for the top and bottom, because the yellow line is like what's in anything inside that yellow line is basically what's being recorded or shown through meld. I wish meld would get rid of the yellow lines, honestly. Like, I understand it because you know what's in your scene at that point, but I feel like it shouldn't be. I feel like it shouldn't be having that, honestly. That's why when we go here, you guys can still see the yellow lines up at the top. (1920 by 1440) wasn't bad. Like, it doesn't look blurry or anything like that. All right, we're gonna take a small little break from this and come back to it. I really need to figure out what the size of this actually is, and I don't know the way that I'll be able to do that, honestly. Well, I mean, I guess before I completely close everything out, display capture. It's probably not going to tell me the thing I wants to know. When I go to transform, edit transformation, yeah, it's not going to show me everything I want to know, like, at all. So that's kind of unfortunate. I was hoping the size could tell me something, especially with, like, the clipping mask. I was hoping that it could tell me what it is. I mean, one thing I could technically do, but I don't know if it will work out good, is what was the... I already closed it out. So it was what, 1920 by 1440? So if we were to file, new, go 1920 by 1440 with a 320, because that gives the best resolution. And then we go like this. So that's gonna show out outside, so the issue is I would want it quite literally on the edge, like that. So just like that. Then we'll rasterize that. That still leaves a little bit around. So what I could do here now is I could take this over here, or here, bring it there, and then move it to there. We'll Control T it. So I could get it about the size it needs to be in there. And then after that, it just comes down to so what I can do for sure then. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's go up top. Let's go back over here. Let's grab that bad boy, pull it back over, make sure it's in the middle. Let's save as. And then we're going to go right here. Resave that bad boy. Then we'll go back to OBS. And with this display capture, I'm pretty sure it's this one. We'll redo the blend mask. Close. And then I'll reload Star Wars real quick. And we'll double check it. I wonder if I could do masks like that in I mean, it's easier to do this stuff in Meld. That's another reason why I like to use Meld over OBS. But I wonder, so if I set this to 1920 by 1440, how would that look inside of OBS? So let's bring this over here. So I feel like it's bruh. That is very hard to deal with, I'm not gonna lie. That's almost good though. Like, if I bring it, if I do this and then do the same thing I did here, and go like this. The only bad part is it has like a little black overhang right here on the edge, but other than that, that's like dead on perfect for this, unless it's like that because that's my so let me see something here. If bruh, that's actually dead perfect. I take back what I said. That is dead perfect. So that is very good. Now comes messing with the actual face cam at that point. But that is actually pretty decent. All right, so what I do kind of want to, since we got that figured out, we are, however, going to probably mess with this or try to mess with this. See if it'll let us on. So for that, I'm going to go back to just chatting real quick. We're going to close, we're going to bring OBS back over here. And then we'll end up closing out OBS for now, and then we'll probably come back and work on it towards the end of the stream, make sure we get things perfect. But yeah, that's actually pretty decent. So I figured out some things. So let's go ahead and save this for the PSD. Then I want to close it out, but at the same time I don't. I'll save this as vertical overlays. That way I can close that out. And we can close that one out. We can close that out. I can come back and do that again later if I need to. This one I can close out because I already have it saved. And then we can close out Photoshop completely. Bruh, again? You literally messaged the same thing not too long ago. What in the freaking crap is your problem, dude? Like, y'all need to stop with that shit, because I'm pretty sure you guys are bots. Y'all need to fucking stop with that bullshit. Just saying. That shit don't fly around here. We're gonna pin this, because that actually needs to be pinned. And then I can close that out for now. For now. What I want to see if it opens, because if it opens, we is playing some Battlefield 6, I'm just saying. Like, if this shit really opens, we playing it. The hell is that? I'll have to watch this video real quick. Okay, so that's correct so far. Let's go back to El Video. I actually don't see that. On mine anyways, I don't see that. Oh, it's off. Okay, so I have to turn that on. Well, that sucks. That means I'm gonna have to end the stream if I want to play it. See if I can play it tonight. All right, Purple App, you guys are about to hit ads. I don't know if it's gonna be right side page ads or an ad around the thing, but you guys are gonna hit ads, so I'm gonna wait just in case. It's only 1 minute 30 seconds, so I'm just gonna wait anyways. I feel like I need to get me a middle light, like a middle, because I have 2 key lights, one over here and one over here. I feel like I need to get one for the middle. With how bright this screen is, it makes everything look so much better. I'm gonna kind of bring this into the middle and see what this looks like. Oh yeah, that looks a whole hell of a lot better, honestly. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. So I need to make sure secure boot state is on. So next time I find or restart my or turn off my computer, I need to make sure that is on. TPM dot. You said ESE or EXE? Let's see. Okay, so that was wrong. MSE. MSE. That's what I messed up on. MSE. My Windows cannot find that. Okay, so that's good. Hmm. Which I don't care if this shows.
A GPT partition. So now that the Windows disk is set to GPT, the BIOS is set to UEFI, you're ready to enable secure boot.
So I want to go back to, because this is the one that I can't see. TPM
M.MSC.
MSC. So I kept thinking you said MSE. Dude. Bro, that is the third time you fucking done that. Get the fuck out of here.
And that will bring up this little window. And under the status box, you should see the TPM is.
So I don't have that, unfortunately. So that's something I'm gonna have to look up how to do. Unfortunately.
Ready for use.
And we've already checked that.
Hold control this up with to GPT. The BIOS is set to UEFI. You're ready to enable secure boot. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to head into the BIOS on your computer. In order to do that, we will restart the computer and spam the delete key, or for some of you, it might be F2 while the computer is restarting and booting back up. Okay, here we are in the BIOS. Your BIOS screen may look different than mine. It's just dependent on the manufacturer of your motherboard. But the settings and everything should be very similar. First thing you're going to want to do is go into the advanced mode. For me, that is right there at the top. This is where you'll have all of your settings, all of the different tabs. You're then going to want to find the boot settings. And then within those settings, you will look for secure boot. Secure boot is right here for me. Secure boot will either be set to enabled or disabled, and underneath it'll say active or not active or inactive. If it says disabled, you'll just want to double click it, set it to enabled, and then you can save and exit the BIOS, reboot back into Windows, and you should be good to go. If it says enabled, but underneath it says not active, you're going to have to restore your factory keys. So where the secure boot mode is, you're going to want to double click that, change it from standard to custom, and that will allow you to restore your factory keys. If you don't see that option, look somewhere in your BIOS for key management, and you should be able to find the option to restore factory keys. You restore them to factory, it'll reboot you back into your BIOS, and your secure boot should be enabled, and it should say active. So once you have that done, you're good to save and exit. Make sure you do save and exit the changes. I will not, because I did not make any changes, and we will boot back into Windows. All right, now that we are back on the desktop, we'll hit Windows R one last time, type in msinfo32. And now that we've completed all these steps, your BIOS mode should be set to UEFI. Secure boot state should be set to on, and you are good to go. You'll be able to launch Battlefield 6.
So that means I gotta search up. Wow, so that's saying that I'm gonna have to end my stream. That's probably something I'll work on after stream. But since I am kind of like done with OBS a little bit, I kind of want to try another game. Hopefully this game will actually run. If not, I'm going to be SOL here in a minute. Oh, shit. Now, the game that I want to try is a game that was brought on to me by my buddy Trizzle Man. He wanted me to try a game called Celestial's Clash. So we are, however, going to try and play some of it. Hopefully it has a thing in Twitch for it. My bad, it's Celestial's Clash. So we'll do it there. And then we'll come and do it over here. Hopefully the green app has it. If not, we might be SOL over there and have to So they apparently don't have it over here. So we might have to go to games and demos, or plus demos. Games plus. Really? Come on, man. Why do you have like the worst fucking thing when it comes to this? Like, bro. Like, I feel like I have to just type demos in order for you to get it the right thing. Like, why can't you find this when I type it this way? Like, come on now. Alright, save. Unfortunately, over on the green app, it's not gonna have it. Goodbye. We're not dealing with that bullshit. Alright, we're gonna play some Celestial's Clash, hopefully. See if it'll start up for me. I don't have a caster club anything. How about let's go with teriyaki. We'll do it for now without that, and then we'll go like this. Boom. Actually, I can probably just do this here. Since you guys can't view it anyways. Boom, and then we'll save that bad boy. And then we will exit that. And then we will exit this and this. come back over into Clash. Don't tell me I have to go back to Caster Club over here. Nope, nah, that's not what I want. Sign in. All right, will it fix itself over here? Actually, kind of curious. What if I take this off of Wi-Fi real quick, and then we throw this on right here? And then I kind of want to double check and see if it's... There should be a whole hell of a lot. Oh, that's still hella far behind compared to where I'm actually at. For some reason, unfortunately for you guys over on Purple app, or honestly any apps, you guys are like pretty far behind me. I don't know how to fix all that, honestly. Like, I feel like my Wi-Fi is all messed up. So what I'm probably gonna do here is we're gonna restart that game. Why are you going over there? You're supposed to be over here. We want full screen, thank you very much. And then I kind of want you out of here. Go back over here. Oh my god. Really? I really have to go over here and do this to somebody again? You is a bazand. Have a nice day. Sorry, not sorry. Need to fuck it out of here with that shit. Sorry, but not sorry about my language on that one. You have 2160 by 1440. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Kinda. Can I, I feel like they don't have the right thing for it, honestly. Like, what kind of weirdness is this? Limit FPS? Hell no, turn that off. Do I want to unfull screen it or something? The hell is this? I have never seen this before. Give me 1 minute. I have never, ever dealt with some bullshit like this. What is this? What the frick is this? So I can play it over here perfectly fine, but frick is this? Like, seriously. I feel like it's in freaking stupid mode. And what I mean by stupid mode, it doesn't have like this shit makes no sense to me. Like, this shit makes absolutely no sense to me. I have never seen anything like this before. If this is the case, I might not play Illustrials at all. I'm half tempted to like just delete the damn game here at this point with this stupid resolution settings. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, can you flip-flop the settings like how they're supposed to be? Like, what in the actual fuck is that? What in the absolute fuckery is this, my guy? I have never, ever, ever... What can I do if I full screen it now? So that's what happens when I do that. Alright, so we might have to run this not full screened. Unfortunately. I mean, I'm gonna have to have some words with my friend about this damn game. Like, what the fuck is this? That's not what I wanted, but okay. Bring me that back. All right. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to run it like this because this is the only way that I can get it to match up to what it is, because it wants to do vertical mode for some reason. Welcome, caster. I see you are eager to fight. Let's not waste time. Drag the Celestial Astrobat to cast it. You can have up to 4 Celestials on the field. Choose a location for Astrobat. These are your spirits. They are vital as they act not only as your health, but also as a resource to cast your cards. Choose one spirit to give your Celestial. This is called enchanting. Every card needs a spirit to exist on the field. Every Celestial has a position, attack, or defense. Let's cast Astrobat in attack position. Since we have no other actions in the main phase, we can proceed to the battle phase. If your Celestial is in attack position, you can attack your opponent's Celestials. If they have no Celestials, you can attack their spirit deck directly instead. Yeah, it seems like an actual user. Your opponent's Quillix is in attack position. This means they will use their attack value when in battle. Your Astra Rabbit is in defense position. This means they will use their defense value when in battle. Your Astra Rabbit's defense is higher than the opponent's Equilix attack. There is no point for them to attack you. Let's pass to begin your turn and see what you will draw. I'm still kind of saving for when these come back available. I do need to put some Omicrons on people soon. I just don't know what Omicrons to apply right now. Doesn't she have another Omicron that I can put on? She has a Zeta and an Omicron. Alrighty, I think that is it. We're gonna take a look at everything we can do here. I'm probably going to which one? Probably gonna just hit up this one with SLKR for now, and then we'll throw in a couple randoms to go with it. I just don't know who to throw with them. Probably go here and here. This is about where I normally use SLKR, so that's good. And then we slicey. And then we stun that over here. Already knew I was going to lose somebody. Get rid of that. Then we go here. We'll go back here, and then we'll go boom. And then we can just auto it from here, honestly. And then I'm not even gonna touch a lot of the other things. I probably shouldn't. How close are we to finishing this off? I'm nowhere close to finishing that off. So I won't touch this mission until these are done. This one I can, however, mess with. Excuse me. So what I'll do here is I'll deploy them here. And then I'll do 1, 2, 3. Let me see Hut Cartel here. Who else can I do in here? Nobody else. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just leave it at that for now. I'm not even gonna. We can't touch this one just yet. And this one's also not done, so I can't do anything probably until tomorrow morning with the rest of that. So I will unfortunately do the dreading task of conquest until I have no more energy for conquest. And then I will endo streamo, and when I'm off stream I will do all the stuff I need to do for Battlefield 6, and we will be streaming Battlefield 6 tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. Normally I wouldn't stream that much in a week, or this much in a week, but we did hit affiliate on Purple app, so we are trying to get as many viewers and subscribers as we can, but I know it's going to take a while. But yeah. He's gonna get eaten up here in a second. Who did he level up with a light speed token? I just seen that. We'll use Jabba's one more times. Stab to gear X with a light speed token. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. We got about a minute until ads again. So we got potency, calibration, volatile accelerator, conveyors, agility, leaders resolve, painful trials, and enchanted assistance. So what I need, this also gives me a chance to do this. Goodbye with your message, my guy. I'm sorry. I need to open Conquest Daily Plan. Discs, so ability exhaust, thermal exhaust, 2 caustic emissions, assertive command. So if there was an assertive command, I would take that, but I didn't see one, so we will grab that for now. I do have an assertive command. What is this? Potency? Not what I need. So we're stuck with that for now. And we're about to actually hopefully finish sector 1 because I've been kind of taking it slow. So yoink. Alright, easy sauce from there. Looks like YouTube's finally caught back up. However, doesn't look like Purple App's, at least my Purple App hasn't caught up, because I try to watch it back over my phone as well. So if there's anybody in Purple App right now, can you guys let me know if where exactly you guys are at? If you're not too far behind me. You guys also got an ad going, so that might be hard to say, hard to do. Anybody in Green App able to tell me if they can see where they're at? Because I want to be sure everything's like good, because I had this issue the other day when I was streaming where YouTube was fine, but Purple App and Green App, at least on mine, were very far behind, but like a regular viewer was like caught up with me, which is weird. Never had an instance like that before. She gone. She gone. Or they gone. And then we switch GLs yet again. We're gonna go with this GL though. Go to resistance. Viva la resistance. The Res Bros and that. That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this, and then do this, and then do this, and get the fuck out of here. I don't know how many times I've had to delete people on the Green App today. Oh my goodness gracious. There's one. Gotta use her at least one more time. And then we will switch to Jamal. Excuse me. Right. Just cause. Then unfortunately I have to wait until later on to do the extra nodes at the end, because I don't really have the teams for it. Get wrecked. I have never seen a blue 4-star disc before. Like, ever. And then, like I said, we'll go back to Sector 1 once I have enough. They're just not giving me anything I want and or need. Alright, well, I mean, I could technically, but I'm gonna hold off on trying to go through it without my GLs, because that's how I'm gonna get through this conquest. But yeah, anyways, that is honestly gonna be it for this stream. We've been at it for 3 hours 15 minutes. Hopefully the whole VOD gets saved this time compared to last time. Like, it cut the VOD off like halfway through the stream last time. Alrighty, but anyways, we're gonna call today quits. again, we will be back on tomorrow. I don't know if we'll be back on in the morning or afternoon, but I do plan on streaming tomorrow. Friday's a normal stream day, and then Saturday as well. We're going to be playing some Battlefield 6 open beta over the next 3 days, and then we're going to play it again the following weekend, the 14th through the 19th. So we got that to look forward to. Hopefully we can get some more viewers, some more subscribers, or some subscribers, and more followers through all that on both red, purple, and green apps. I'm not streaming on TikTok no more because it just does not want to bode well with my bandwidth, even though technically I should be able to. TikTok Studio does not bode well with running everything else, so we're kind of stuck right there. But anyways, do a little last roll call before I call it quits. Since yesterday, we had a couple of off-stream new followers on Purple App. That'll be, I don't know if it's Ringler1 or Mr. Ringler1. We got Fathead219, both new follows over on the Purple App. Thank you guys. I don't know if you guys are watching or not. And then the rest of it is Green App. We got Assailant Mag, Cruel Zero, Ayat Behisin, Halioe, Zakex Zaka, and Andrea Fixweb. Thank you for all the follows over on Green App, and probably over half of you I had to actually delete your messages because it's those stupid bot messages that I'm gonna have to put in some keywords to stop those from coming through. But yeah, anyways, again, thank you for all the follows. Appreciate it very, very much. Even though it doesn't sound like it, I do appreciate it very, very much. I've had a long day at work. I am tired. Was working with OBS, which was kind of time consuming and making me even more tired. But anyways, also had to deal with Illustrious Clash, which was giving me a headache because of how they do the screen resolution on that game. And then playing a game that I didn't really want to play today in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. But tomorrow, again, the next 3 days, honestly, we'll be playing Battlefield 6 more than likely the whole time. And we might throw in a couple scary games. I was going to throw in a scary game tonight, but wanted to try out Clash, and we'll probably try out Clash again a little later. Anyways, I'm going to head out. See you guys tomorrow for some Battlefield 6. Hopefully I can squad up with my Cuddy and another friend, and we can get some squad matches going and all that stuff. Peace out. Love y'all.